Yeah, it's probably about 3 a.m. in the morning. I've had a bit of alcoholic influence, and friends of mine just left. This is kind of alcoholic influence. And I want to talk about the Wii U. Okay, so Nintendo pretty much on the third day of E3 decided to drop the bomb that is EU. The Wii U, I should say. Sorry about that. Absinthe is making me stutter slightly. By the way, this video is probably going to be a couple days getting up because I'm going to be predisposed out of town. So I'm just using my Kodak PlaySport. I've seen so many mixed reactions to this system, it's not funny. But system is almost a misnomer, really. People are saying, oh, this system is going to cost so much. The controllers alone are going to be cost prohibitive. Now, when you really look at that, you look at about 2005, 2006 when Sony came out with the PlayStation 3. The thing had, I think, a $600-700 price tag. And then, on top of it, it didn't really have that good of a launch title lineup. So, you gotta think about that too. And really, besides stepped up graphics and a bit of online connectivity and a damn good hardware spec, it didn't really have much to bring to the table. And for 3 years almost, the PlayStation 3 didn't do that good numbers. What did do good numbers? A little underpowered system from Nintendo called the Wii. A system that grandmothers and grandchildren alike could play together. They could play boxing, tennis, Smash Brothers Brawl. They could play a lot of different things. It was innovative because Miyamoto adhered to the Blue Ocean marketing ploy. Well, not really ploy. Ploy has too many negative connotations. Pretty much it means that he didn't focus on just gamers. He focused on everyone. Now, people look at this new Wii U and they see the controller because that's what Nintendo spotlighted, and they think this is going to cost mad money because it's got a 16:9 aspect ratio screen to it. It's got all these buttons. It can do a lot of different stuff. They didn't really even show the actual console box. I was even confused at one point thinking, is this just an add-on for the Wii? But no, apparently it's a whole new console, just has backwards Wii compatibility. Now, thing is it's more than just a gaming console. As they said, it has social applications not only inside the home, it would have social applications online. True, you wouldn't probably take a controller out with you somewhere, but Nintendo's always been the safe bet when it comes to certain things, and taking the safe bet. Now, when you think about that, you wonder, what do you mean by the safe bet? Look at your friends who have Xbox 360s or PlayStation 3s. How many controllers do they own? Not that many. And the way that this system is laid out, they're probably only going to have one of these screen controllers, because the thing with the Wii U is it's shown that the Wii U is backwards compatible with all Wii hardware, including the Wiimote Nunchuck. And they even showed in the keynote that the Wii U, for some applications, would have that Wii U controller and then 3 other Wiimotes playing along with it, so you can almost play a game of cat and mouse or other applications. And then you gotta look at that hardware. Sony had almost the same hardware, maybe slightly underpowered compared to the Wii U. Cost them $700. Now you got to work out that's 6 years ago. Those numbers 6 years ago. That hardware is almost commonplace now. PCs now have triple cores, quad cores. You can buy an Alienware laptop now that has a quad core PC processor that has like 4 gigahertz of power, 1 gig video RAM, and a half terabyte hard drive, and blah blah blah, and it costs $500. So you got to think, Nintendo uses a lot of off-the-shelf stuff anyway. And I'm mulled over the tech specs for the hardware. I don't know if it's NVIDIA or ATI that does the graphics hardware, but NVIDIA seems to be the leading force, so my money's on NVIDIA, but I'm not going to put ATI out of the gate yet because ATI does the hardware for the 360 and it does the hardware for the for the Wii. Then again, NVIDIA has done the hardware for the 3DS, which is the new Xenon mobile graphics processor for the 3DS. And because they've shown in the keynote that the 3DS is going to have almost seamless connectivity with the Wii U, and there's going to be even a Smash Brothers Brawl game, or Smash Brothers whatever game, that's going to be marketed for the 3DS and the Wii U, that I'm suspecting that the graphics processing is going to be on the same page, so it's probably going to be NVIDIA hardware. But I digress. You're going to see a system that the hardware is going to be a bit off the shelf. It's probably going to be PowerPC. It's going to be a triple core, 3 odd gigahertz of power. Apparently a gig of memory. They haven't specified the internal storage, but they've said already it's going to be flash memory compatible. It's going to have 4 USB ports, compatibility with external hard drives. There's probably going to be connectivity for everything. But you're going to look at it this way. It's going to be taking what not only Sony with the PlayStation 3 and Xbox and Microsoft with 360 have done and melded it into that and improved it. It's even taken a page from Apple. That controller has a camera and can do something like FaceTime. And it's probably even going to have applications like the App Store. It's going to take everything that the other competitors have done and improved on it. Now, I'm not a Nintendo fanboy by any means. I do love Nintendo. It's my first love. Well, really my first love was the Atari 2600. I think I had a Sears model version. But Nintendo's really been the trendsetter. People say, well, the GameCube came out and that didn't do great numbers. When they did the price drop, yes, it did do good numbers. But Nintendo's really set the trend for a lot of things. They've shown that, a system with lower tech specs can outsell the competition 5 years in a row. And they can continue that with the Wii U. As well, the launch titles, they've got a partnership with EA. They're putting out Darksiders 2, Batman Arkham City, Dirt, Tekken, and a bunch of other stuff. They've got developers up the wazoo with Konami, with Ubisoft, with every developer you can think of. There's going to be even an Assassin's Creed title on this. So you got to think, they've already done the risk management. They've already done the marketing checks. They've checked this out over and over again. This system could revolutionize things. You think about the 2012 prophecy? This might be it in some respects. I'm not trying to be all conspiracy theory or anything like that, but you really got to think. Nintendo knows their stuff. They're the trendsetter. They're the ones that brought the video game industry out of the crash of '83. They came out with the NES, then Super Nintendo, the Game Boy. Yes, true, Nintendo's had a couple flops. The accessories for the Wii, with the Wii Speak, the Wii Tablet, the Wii Music. But I mean, they've also, and the Virtual Boy, but they've also given us, like I said, the Wii. They've given us different games. They've given us the DS. They've given us the 3DS. They've given us the Game Boy Advance. They've even been able to take old titles and repolish them and re-release them and do great bank with them. So you really got to think. I read an article today where the writer aptly titled it, "We may have witnessed the end of Nintendo." I doubt it. I have my high doubts about this. The reason being, and like I said, Nintendo's done the risk management. Nintendo's done the look over everything. Nintendo's not only here to stay, but they're setting the trend. And one thing about Nintendo is, they know their business. Sony is a software conglomerate. Microsoft makes their money on operating systems and office applications, really. And then you look at Nintendo. They're a video game manufacturer. They don't foray into other things. This is their business. And they know their business. And business is good. and they know where to go with things. Miyamoto has been nothing but a visionary since he's been cutting his teeth in the research and development department. And the Wii U is nothing but potential. Just take that little bit of information, take that statement, mull it over. Reactions in the bottom. I want to hear comments, and I want to hear what you have to say. I'm signing off right now. I'm going to drink a nice bracing drink of Diet Pepsi and absinthe, and I'm going to think this over some more. And I want to hear what you have to say. Via reactions are welcome, amongst everything else.